Thank you, Mr. Sud, for introduction, and ladies and gentlemen, I take this opportunity to first introduce my company. It's being a new company established in the year of 2011, but we started actively working from 2012. It's from a year. It's a company under Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. It's a Section 25 company which is not for profit, in the sense means we work for noble causes, and we have a authorized capital of 2,000 crores and a paid up capital of 42 crores so far. And the main objectives is to plan and execute integrated programs on development and deployment of solar energy technologies to achieve commercialization. And the other one is to own, operate and manage any type of power station, both grid connected and off-grid things. And other one is to promote research and development, which leads to commercialization, near commercialization. We won't do any basic research, but we involve in near commercialization research. And we always be assisting the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy in executing the mission objectives, which is the National Solar Energy Mission, through appropriate mechanisms. Coming to today's topic, first let me introduce the solar photovoltaic. You might be knowing, many of you might be knowing, it's a simple diode, like LED, light emitting. It's a solar is also a diode, but it takes a light energy and gives electrical energy. The present scenario for solar photovoltaics is it's in a limelight now. Earlier it was in research stage, but it came to the commercialization. Very large scale plants are under construction. India also have more than 2 gigawatt of plants, solar energy plants for electricity production. And the efficiencies have been tremendously improved in past 10 years. Now the panels are available more than 20% efficiency, and high volume production has been achieved. And the main advantage of this solar photovoltaics is it's portable and affordable now, and it is quite suitable for distributed applications also, apart from the large scale applications. Okay, it's the optimistic future. It's an artistic view on the solar thing. If you see the consumption of fossil fuels, in Stone Age there is zero consumption of fossil fuels, and in coming years we will be experiencing solar age, where again there is no consumption of fossil fuels. The other one is, the other partner of this talk is a light emitting diode. It's again it works in the same way. It's again a diode. It works in the converter to the solar cell. It takes the electrical energy and it emits the light. It might be the volts, right? But if you see comparably, the LEDs are far ahead in performing efficiency, electrical to light conversion efficiency, almost giving a double efficiency or efficacy than the other competing products in lighting. So, and the estimate is that by 2030, the 70% of the lighting market will be covered by LEDs only. And most of you might be knowing this one. Another advantage of LED is long life products when compared to other products. It is having more than 50,000 hours of life. The main advantages of LEDs are that there's no moving part, no filament, no glass. Means there's no problem. There's no problem of breakage or failure or something. Its size is versatile size. It pack any size package is available. No toxic elements in the LED. It's versatile. Products are available. The LEDs are available in different colors, different shapes, and can be pulsed also for different applications. And also LEDs are very cool. Coming to the solar LED applications, mostly the solar LED works together in distributed solar PV applications, which is key for energy access. The countries like India and other developing countries. The energy access is important for social and economical development of any country, but still after 60 years of independence, we are still Some of the villages are not electrified so far, and they're still working under weak lamps or candles or this thing. So village electrification is taken by the Ministry of Power. It's under rapid implementation phase now. But village electrification can be done in two ways. The main one is to extension of grid to the nook and corners of villages. Other one is to decentralized distributed energy generation, where the grid cannot reach. We can generate energy over there and it can consume there. DDG is very expensive, but it's feasible in every location. Solar energy is one of the best option for distributed energy generation. Solar photo, as the earlier speakers mentioned, there are several ways to give the solar energy and solar energy products for rural people. It's the products are mini microgrids, so home lighting systems, solar lanterns and solar street lamps. But all these applications require lighting as a solution, but where the villagers has to be given lighting is a basic need. After lighting we can give number of things also, as Mr. Sangal told, we can give fans, TV, anything. But basic lighting needs to be catered first. Okay. So where the LED helps a lot. If you see the mini microgrids, mini grids there is a good solution where grid cannot reach, and hamlets, in the small hamlets where grid extension is very expensive. So in that cases mini microgrids are a solution. As Mr. Devashish explained about, there are DC grids and AC grids are under implementation by different companies including TERI. And we are also working with the different central public sector units under corporate social responsibility. We are working with them to establish more mini microgrids in future. LED lighting is a major thing required in this type of things, because the lighting load only determines the size of the plant, size of the batteries and all. So that will reduce drastically the cost. So LED is a major component here. Similarly, the home lighting systems, as explained by Dr. Sangal and Devashish, and the solar lanterns also are again the products of solar and LED. Solar street lights, it can be used anywhere. No need to be for energy access. You can use in any rural and urban areas. A lot of innovation is happening in solar LED street lights now. I came across some integrated products because of research and development advances in battery technology also. Everything is coming under a pack. If you see the leftmost part of the figure, it's where the solar LED and the battery is integrated and giving. It will reduce the number of social issues in solar street lighting. In many of the places I have observed, street light is there but no battery is there. It's not working. Battery is being theft. These issues can be overcome through this one. Finally, if you see the major components of the systems, solar LED systems, the major components are solar PV panels, battery, and which is catering to the lighting solution. But if lighting load gets reduces, the solar PV and battery requirements reduces. Just I have given indicative figures of different cases, lantern, home lighting, and street light. If you use LED, you can reduce the requirement of solar PV and also the battery, and which will have a major impact on the system cost. By emergence of LED now, all these products become affordable, and we are also about to launch a program for these solar lanterns. We are working with some companies to release 6 lakh solar lanterns, and we are working for a scheme for home lighting systems also. With MNRE support, we are going to announce a scheme through commercial banks who can pay the loans for this type of home lighting systems. And the street lights also we are working. We are deploying 500 street lights in Jharkhand now. Coming years we will be doing more. Okay. Thank you. To summarize, The solar LED technologies belongs to the same family. Both are diodes, and solar power conversion reached high efficiency and volumes. And same way, LED also became highly efficient now. And right now I heard that 200 lumen per watt LED is also available now. Continuous technology improvement is bringing down the cost of both the technologies. Solar LED solutions are suitable for Indian conditions and potentially reduces the power needs for lighting. Solar LED lanterns are cost effective solutions right now. Many lanterns are available from 500-600 rupees to, depending on the quality and size, to 2000 rupees, which is affordable now. Solar LED street light suits well for rural and urban needs. Solar LED home lighting systems can be promoted to for affordable houses in rural areas. Okay. Thank you.